Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode I will be creating the Una family home, and they are living in Brundleton Bay. Building this house made me realise I really am not very good at building sort of farmhousey type of houses. I've never actually built one until in that style until now, so it's definitely a skill that I can hopefully improve on. But I really like Brundleton Bay. It's one of the Sims sort of towns that kind of looks like where I live. I know it's all based on America, but I live in New Zealand, but it really looks like my city. I live by the forest, and through the forest is the beach, and yeah, so it looks really similar to my area that I live. So I quite like Brundleton Bay, but the houses do not have the style at all. But I decided to try and stick with, since a lot of houses in Brundleton Bay had this sort of farm style look, but I realised it's not a strong point of mine in building. I feel like I'm best at building Victorian houses, but I gave it my best shot, and I still think it looks alright. It's just not as good as my Victorian builds. So for Natasha, she is 18 in my game, still living with her parents. The house I tried to make a lot more modest than what I do build, because I do seem to go a wee bit extreme with mansions and that. But the dad's a gardener and the mum is a artist. So I didn't want to go overboard. I wanted their house to kind of fit their money, even though I still think this house is really fancy. A lot more fancier where I live. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of make it look a wee bit more in their price range. But I really enjoyed the landscaping that I did for this house. The roof was such a pain. I really couldn't get it, but yeah, I was pretty happy with the end result. I know I'm not the best at farmhouse builds now, but this is my first farmhouse build ever, so I think for a first attempt it's quite good, it's alright. And I really, since the dad, I'm making a gardener, I put a little a little glass house on the side, and maybe he likes to work from home a lot, and I kind of feel like since Natasha had hippie vibes, that maybe she's grown up always eating freshly farmed fruits and vegetables. She's always sort of lived off the earth, and I kind of wanted to make her parents fit her personality, and hopefully I had that come across. But I was really happy with the landscaping. I tried something new that I haven't really done a lot. I did do it with the mashugas, using the rocks, but this is the first time I felt like I only did that in sort of one section, but I did it in a couple of sections for this house. And I later will add a pond, because I was looking at Natasha's Sims 2 version of the house, and I realised she had a pond. So I do later on go and add in the, not ponds, but a fountain. But it's meant to replicate a pond. So here I am placing the rocks, and I was quite happy with how it looked. I've also just been switching back and forth between the Sims 3 camera and the Sims 4 camera mode. I feel like it's quite... I never used the Sims 3 camera mode in the Sims 3. When I played that, I always had it on Sims 2 camera mode. I really hate Sims 3 camera mode, but for building it is so much easier, and it's quite a pain because I'm not a big fan of it. The mouse movements are weird, and I'm just not used to it. So I did use it to place these rocks, because you can actually spin them 360 around. Where in the Sims 4 camera mode, you have I think it's 8 different directions that you can spin stuff, and for the Sims 3 camera mode, it does have some strong points, but I never played with Sims 3 camera mode, so I do find it quite a bit of pain. So I do switch back and forth between the two. If you also want a handy tip to switch back and forth between the two camera modes, you can click Control Shift Tab and it will switch back and forth, so you don't need to go into the settings menu. So I was really happy with my landscaping in this. I feel like I really sort of starting to get landscaping a wee bit down, but yeah, it was just the house. I've never built a farm style house before, but here I am adding the pond. I was quite happy with the pond, and I added some rocks around the edge. It kind of sucks that we don't have actual ponds. We only have fountains that we can sort of turn into ponds. There's so much missing from The Sims 2 that we could do that we don't have here in The Sims 4, but I guess it's alright. We can kind of, you know, supplement them. But hopefully you enjoy this video. Next video I will be doing the interior. Please subscribe if you enjoy, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!